Where are we? Gentlemen, welcome back to the Tiege Hanley, starting a business, building a brand. This one, big number. Whoa! All right, guys, Chicago, Tiege Hanley headquarters. We've got some new people that we want you to meet. Actually, you've met them. I just met them, but Cindy? Oh, Cindy?
Hi, everyone.
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
What is your job?
Brand Content Manager.
Who's that handsome devil over there? You.
You're kind. Hello, everybody. My name is Akin. I'm Director of Digital Marketing at Tiege.
Woo! Who's that stud muffin standing up at, whoa, double, what? Double monks, baby.
What's up?
What's your name?
Josh.
What do you do?
A lot of things in marketing.
Cool. And who is this table of fantasticness? Terry Edelman.
What?
What do you do?
I'm from MENfluential.
MENfluential.
Brother?
Bryan.
All right,
Oh, we're
yeah.
brothers. We're
brothers,
brothers.
okay.
Hey.
Kathleen.
Hi, I'm Kelly Thornton, Tiege Hanley.
Rob Hoxie, Tiege Hanley.
And I am your obnoxious cruise director, Alpha M. Guys, everybody have a seat. This vlog is it's getting bigger. This is gonna be a problem as we continue to grow. Everybody ready? You ready? Let's talk Tiege.
128.
So, we are up here, Tiege Hanley HQ, for a huge meeting. This is the biggest meeting we've ever had, most people. We've got MENfluential Agency up here. The reason they are here is because, why? Terry?
We're in the house. We're here. Tiege Hanley has been working with us on an influencer marketing campaign, basically part of their marketing strategy. And we're just here to go over some, what are we doing?
What are we doing? We're talking about influencer marketing. We're talking about strategy.
Wait a second. I'm not
Why
used
are
to
you
being on
even here?
camera.
Get Bryan, why are they here? Why are you here? See how this goes?
This is camera, it's being camera
Next
shot.
question. Who invited them?
You also have to know that last night we went out for Rob, Kelly, Bryan, Terry.
It's Kelly's fault.
Yeah, went out to an incredibly nice dinner, and Kelly likes wine, and so does Terry. And
We're here to evaluate the influencer marketing that we've already had in place since the beginning of the year, and we're going to look at who we feel we should use moving forward, who's been effective for Tiege Hanley, who isn't, and potentially how to really improve the overall strategy as we're trying to get in front of more people and, of course, drive more business for Tiege.
Well done.
Well done. All right, Bryan.
Translation. That's good.
No, you're good.
How do we bring in more customers?
Yeah. Well, we need to bring more customers in by obviously getting. It's always a numbers game. I mean, we need to get in front of more people.
Right message out there.
We need the right message out there, and I think we need to do a little bit more educating, drive some more information. We want to bring the audience as much information as possible to make them feel comfortable about committing to what I'll tell you, what I believe is an amazing skincare system, and I think I can speak from experience because I've used some very expensive skincare. Aaron knows it. I used to use Dermalogica for a very long time, probably for about 15 years, and I used to spend a lot of money on it. And I think that this really simplifies the overall process. And so we're just trying to get the right message out there, and that's why we're here. We're here to discuss, again, what's working, what's not.
Good recovery.
Who's next? Who's next? Josh, what have you been working on? Update the folks.
I've been working a lot on our retention email marketing strategy and.
What is retention? Why is it important?
I mean, it's one thing to acquire, which is a lot of what MENfluential is here to help us with strategy for, and but it's another thing to actually retain them and keep them buying your product for a long period of time. So the goal is obviously to continue to have the number of boxes or months that someone's a member go up, essentially, at its core.
Exactly.
So that's a big part of what I'm doing.
Cindy.
Oh, I was worried you were going to come right to me.
Yeah, do you want me to pay? Do you want to pass?
Well, I was thinking about retention and what I would say. Working on the loyalty program is something.
Not to us, to them.
I'm new to cameras. The loyalty program is something that we also think will help with retention. And it's not so much being loyal to Tiege Hanley, it's us thanking you, rewarding you, that we're so appreciative that you're a part of us, that you're one of the Tiege guys. So what can we do to make your experience better, more fun, more gratifying? So, we talk about whether it is a discount on product or if it's something that you can only get through points. So we don't sell our merchandise or we don't sell our hats, t-shirts, but you can get them through our loyalty program. So that's something that we're working on. It's coming pretty close to fruition. In addition to that, when the guys over the last 2 years have created a logo or a tagline or a slogan or put out creative, it's been different often. So we went and did a discovery. We probably had a dozen different type fonts. So my job as brand content manager is to bring it all in and say which font, which logo, which brand, lock it all up so that our voice going out looks
Consistency.
consistent and uncomplicated and simplified. One logo, and here's how we execute it, vertical or horizontal to the camera. So that's what I work on.
Akin, what you been working on, big guy?
I have been working on a lot of analytics, understanding how our customers find us, how they are engaging with our website. I am looking at drop-off points. I am reading through customer emails nonstop. Those are very important to us. One of the things that we were talking about this morning actually was pain points. Definitely removing pain points is a big priority for us. So whenever you have, something that you wish that we would do a little bit differently, please send us those emails. We definitely value them. We definitely spend a lot of time on them because at the end of the day, if we are not, trying to make this as easy as possible for you guys, that's, we are working on the wrong thing. So whatever that is causing you pain or you have a wish list, please send them to me directly or send them to our info email address. Those are types of things that I'm working on overall.
Kathleen.
So I wear a few different hats. I've got an HR hat that I wear, so we've been working on some hiring. I have a procurement supply chain hat that I wear, and I've been working on our inventory and making sure that we have enough going forward, and as well as acne. We're going to be rolling that out and what that's going to look like for us. And then I do the books on the side, so making sure that our budget's good for spending the right money. So
Sure.
that's what I'm working on.
Yep.
Call
Got
Rob.
it. Yep. Oh, man. I've been spending a lot of time with Akin lately and with Cindy on a lot of their projects, always Josh as well. So Kelly and I think, in a lot of ways now, have our hands like in everything, in every conversation and strategy. Sorry.
And talk up, project Rob.
As far as my day job, responsibility as far as on the tech side of things, the website, we were just going through a lot of discussions about where we're going, where we're headed. The most important thing right now is we're getting ready for you guys, your future Tiege Hanley Acne system, guys, the pages and the information for the website that we'll be launching later this year. So that's the biggest focus right now.
Kelly, update the folks.
So what's going on here is the reason why we're all around this table is, if we don't get together frequently and get grounded on what's important at the company and what we're doing as an organization, then we'll be lost. So right now we're having our first quarter meeting, review what happened over the last quarter. You guys have heard before, we plan the whole year. So we think about what's going to happen, what's our priorities for the year, and what we think is important for our business to move forward. And then at the end of each quarter, we benchmark against it. How do we do? What do we need to focus on? Everything else. I think one thing is really important, I don't have a lot more to say other than this, is that what you heard from everybody here at this table, but specifically Cindy and Akin, is that it's all about you guys. And we spend a lot of time looking at numbers and really kind of analyzing what is the company strategy and how can we do this or how can we do that, but we come back really to one principle all the time, and we're going to put it on the wall. It's all about you guys, and really, if we can do things that bring value to you guys, not only with a great product and produce a great product and making decisions about how to keep the product great, but how we can help educate you guys and give you good life hacks. That's the core of the company. That, and the other thing which you guys know, because we wear it on our shirts all the time, Bryan's got the shirt on, we make decisions around here based on being uncomplicated first, being simplified. Example of that, Kathleen and I were just talking, example of both things I was just saying, both with Kathleen, we were just talking about, how we're gonna address something on acne. One way looks better, so it's more aesthetically pleasing. Everybody at the company would rather go that way.
Should we show them?
Yeah, but
Let's show 'em.
then there is a need for us to be uncomplicated. So
Come in here. Sit.
and then the other thing, yep. And then the other thing, real quick, is about when it's about all you guys. Kathleen and I were also talking about an ingredient issue that we've got on acne, and the question comes down to: do we want to sacrifice? Do we want to make our delivery date, or do we want to do something with our formulation that may impact the quality of the product? And so we're always going to make the right decision about making sure the quality of the product's there. So it's about you guys, and it's uncomplicated. Here's the example. I know this is really silly.
Oh, let me get the camera and bring it closer.
But in real life of real businesses, little things like this makes a difference. We want to make sure that we identify our boxes so that the acne boxes are very identifiable in our supply chain. And the reason why that is we don't want to send guys the wrong box. Why wouldn't we just simply create a new box for acne? Because that makes things more complicated. Then we have 4 boxes, not 2. We want to keep with just a few boxes. So what is the concern? The concern is, how do we mark them? We'd rather mark them just with a little dot right here and not a big dot, because it looks nicer. What's the problem? The problem is that for Tommy in operations, this makes his life miserable. He's gonna have green dots all over the place, all over people's fingers. It's expensive for us, et cetera, et cetera. So, at the end of the day, we made a decision to go with a bigger dot, even though we don't like it, because operationally it keeps things uncomplicated.
What about that paper inside? Can we look at that?
Sure, absolutely. So we have a couple different samples of green, and we're spending time figuring out which one we like better. Which ones, denotes and kind of feels better for our brand, and it's a simple thing, but we all weighed in on what color we think is more important for our brand.
It's really tough to see with this, but one is a little bit lighter, a little bit softer, a little more close to the Tiege green.
Right.
The other one's a little bit brighter and pops a little more. You really can't see it all that well, but this one, a little bit brighter and poppier. This one is a little bit softer. Did we decide which one we're going with?
Well, the same conversation. We actually like the softer looking one, but this material is a little not as friendly to from a co-packing standpoint. So, it's all about being uncomplicated. We want to make sure we get the right color, but we want to make sure that Tommy's life and down in operations isn't a nightmare.
Speaking of Tommy,
Guys,
what's been going on?
well, we've been filling orders and enjoying the expansion of the company here. We get to come upstairs and hang out once in a while, but we spend a lot of time downstairs in fulfillment as well.
What do you think's going to happen in a few months about upstairs, downstairs?
Upstairs, downstairs might become upstairs and across the hall.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
How about that, guys?
Well, explain that, please. It's cryptic.
We go to our landlord, and we're looking at where we're going to be in the next several months, and we're kind of scoping out space, and there's an opportunity right across the hall or down the hall, one of the two, for us to move into. We consolidate all on one floor. It's going to be an important thing, because we spend a lot of time between our marketing and our operations group. So running back and forth is not uncomplicated.
Tom.
Yo, what up?
Yo, what up? You tell us what up.
Things are good. It's spring in Chicago, and as spring brings out lots of blooms, Tiege is blooming too, man. Tiege is blooming in a big way.
Tiege is blooming, baby.
In a big way.
All right, so let me pose a question. I've got a question, round table question, that will go around the table. What is the thing that sort of has as we've sort of gotten involved with Tiege Hanley, as everybody sort of joined the team, what's the thing that surprises you or has surprised you the most about this business and our customers, or what's the thing that has surprised you the most? Anybody want to go first?
I think,
I'll go first. I've been surprised how freely and how quickly conversation goes back and forth between this company and the guys out there. I mean, it is instantaneously back and forth, and I love it. It's real time and it's very quick. That's been a surprise.
Bryan?
I think for you who don't know, I've known Aaron for 30 years and he's always been the same person, always out to help people. I think one of the amazing things is prior to Tiege, I always knew how many people he was helping. It's amazing to see, being part of a skincare line, how many people are reaching out to say, how skin and, issues with their face and how it's really changed, basically their confidence and things they used to talk about in the past, and now you have a product that's really changing their lives again.
Terry, join the conversation. Always working. We'll wait, we'll pass. Josh, what surprised you?
I would say that there's so many people interested in taking care of their skin, and just that I wasn't aware of, the community on YouTube that Aaron exists in, and it's very cool to see literally millions of people like across the world and a lot in the United States just interested in this topic and being engaged in the conversation.
Rob?
Yeah, I had really big expectations for this company, and I'm really surprised that it's like so far exceeded what I think the three of us, at least initially, had thought it was going to happen.
You, not me. I knew.
No. I mean, and the point why we're all here, this week was to review how we did in Q1, and it's just amazing. It's just every quarter after every quarter has just been amazing. Kathleen's helping shed light on just how amazing it's going, and obviously we have issues. We've got issues we got to correct and get better at. But I'm just so pleasantly surprised how amazingly well we're doing.
Tom?
I think I'm most impressed with just how much we've grown in a short period of time, specifically since I've been here. I joined the company in October, and I just think about not only how many orders have grown and subscribers have grown, but also how the company's grown and how we welcomed in new personnel and how the talent acquisition has just been phenomenal. Like, I'm really excited to meet any new hire that we get because we're getting the best of the best people.
I think Tom's saying it's
all me. It's all me. When I came, that's when
things turned around.
That's when our vlogs started getting really good.
Yeah, exactly. Kelly, what do you think?
It's about the guys. It's just what surprises me the most is, I had a vision that Rob and Aaron shared about, helping guys look good and feel good and taking care of their skin. And it's just amazing that there's so many people that are engaged in that conversation, as Cindy said. And if we're not bringing value to our customers, we have zero business. I mean, we just don't have a business. So it's about our guys and about the impact that we've been able to make on helping guys understand how important it is to take care of your skin, start early and stay on a routine.
I think really that is sort of very, very key. This whole term value, from the beginning, and the reason why we started this vlog and the company, it's all sort of focused around providing you guys value, helping you feel better about yourself. Sort of the gateway drug is skincare, but it transcends sort of every aspect of your life. When you look good, you feel good. When you start taking care of yourself, it boosts everything. You feel better about yourself, and as a result of that, everything in your life gets better. But once again, it's about value and bringing you sort of, stuff that you can use and find value from. Tommy, what do you think? What surprised you?
What surprised me was how forward-facing the company is, that we really reach out to our customer base and all the people out there in the world that may watch these videos and might not buy anything, but the company really reaches out to communicate openly with everybody out there, and everybody at this table is totally A+ and working sincerely hard to deliver what we say we're going to do.
Kathleen?
I think for me, coming from the finance perspective, is I've worked for a lot of companies where the bottom line drove decisions. And here, the customer drives the decision. What is best for the customer? And then we will work through that to figure out how that impacts our bottom line, but the customer always is coming first. And I think that's important.
Kim?
Your question was specifically what surprised me the most. So what surprised me the most was the amount of humility that exists across the entire company. It's really interesting. I was surprised. Even yesterday we had a really very good 2 days ago branding meeting, and we were talking about what good feels like, right? And somebody wrote on a board, if you could make a difference in a single guy's life, that is worth it. And I looked around the table. I mean, everybody was like nodding their head, saying, "Yeah, that's it." And that really surprised me because of all the things. It really comes down to that, and I was happily surprised about that.
Terry?
I don't know that I'm surprised by anything. I mean, I've obviously been part of the conversation for a long time, and I think what I can tell you is that everything that you're hearing here, it's not about me being surprised, but this is the first time being in the room with everyone, right? Most of the time it's on the phone, and everything they're saying is really spot on. For me and my business, my brother and I, our customers are brands that we work with and agencies that we work with, and at the same time the influencers we work with, and we care very deeply about them. And honestly, I think I attribute most of our success to that. I think that that's what we're seeing here at Tiege, is they are doing all of this to improve skincare, the skincare system, which in turn I think improves the confidence level to men across the world. And I think if I'm going to say that I'm surprised about anything, but I'm happy to see, is that more guys than I ever thought actually care about their skin, where I have been using skincare for a very long time. I think that's what's surprising, and I think we're just at the tip of the iceberg. I think guys are feeling more comfortable having the conversation, and if they're not comfortable having the conversation, they can watch videos by Aaron or the many influencers and YouTubers that we work with, or read blogs from the blogs and online magazines that we work with. And I think one of the things that I really love about Tiege, and we've been talking about, and it is all about value and experience for customers, is the goal here is, I mean, look, it's a business at the end of the day. They want to sell Tiege, they want you to subscribe and really see how it works for you and build your confidence. But really, there's something before that, and that's the value, is educating and informing you guys. And so I know that they're all working hard to make the website more user-friendly, to provide more information. I know that they're coming up with really an overall message about what this company really stands for, and it's very heartfelt. And I think that this is going to be a very successful company because of you guys, but also because their number one priority is you. So I love it.
And I'm going to go last, and I'm going to wrap this up because we got a lot to talk about. The thing that surprised me the most was actually the memes, and the fact that the audience has embraced this and has run with this. Like, I'm seeing Tiege Hanley comments on, other big YouTuber and influencer, platform. It's everywhere. And that's something that you can't buy, you can't predict, you can't pay for. It is completely organic and amazing. And I love it more than my double monk strap shoes. Gentlemen, on that note, we're gonna get out of here, or actually we're gonna stay here. You're gonna get out of here because we got world skincare domination to figure out.
We need your help to dominate.
We need your help to dominate.
Go to all our competitors' websites and blog posts about it.
No, we don't need to trash the competitors. We need to talk about why we are so amazing, and ultimately part of that equation is you. So guys, thank you so much for watching. We love you more than our
double monk strap shoes. Do we need to show them?
Get out of here. We gotta be. Oh, is that everybody? Double monks in the house? What? Hey! Yo! I'm such a slacker. I told you we did. Guys, see you next week.